All right, welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
I'm Gary.
Today we're going to talk about Steve Bannon. Bannon news. Bannon is back.
Yeah.
We should probably duck before the little thing, the little sights singles in on your head. Dun, dun.
Kind of like the James Bond, the barrel of the
Exactly.
barrel of
Bannon
the
is
gun.
back. Although I don't know if I would give him a 007. Maybe a minus 007. Dude. Okay, so where we last left Steve Bannon, he reported to prison this summer to begin serving his 4-month sentence for defying a congressional subpoena during the House Select Committee's investigation into January 6th. He's currently slated to be released on October 29th. He's been fighting this contempt of Congress charge, which he was convicted of, and a three-judge panel in the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled against him in May in order that he begin serving his case. He's now asking the federal judge to release him early, saying that he's got a request for a full D.C. Circuit Court to review it called en banc. And that if they do that, then that would mean that Bannon's case would have a changed circumstance, and the court should release him pending that full D.C. Court of Appeals ruling, or if he can get it up to the Supreme Court, which I don't think is going to happen either. And if the judge won't let him out, then the judge should instead reduce his sentence and impose a period of supervised release. So what's really going on here is that Bannon realizes that he's missing the last 4 months of the election. You know, that's prime war room time there on his podcast.
Yeah.
Can't help Trump, can't help the Republicans because he's in prison. Now, we could say, you know, in the world there men are men, in Steve Bannon's world, and sheep are very, very nervous. Mm-hmm. He probably should have just testified in front of the January 6th committee. And Gary and I will now reenact how that might have played out. I think I will be Liz Cheney, okay, and you get to be Steve Bannon.
Okay, good.
Mr. Bannon, could you please tell this panel what you knew about Donald Trump's plans prior to the January 6th meeting on the Ellipse?
Fifth.
Can you tell us about other people you have talked with in the planning of the January 6th event at the Ellipse?
On advice of counsel, I would like to plead the fifth.
And so on and so on and so on. Well done, well done. Academy Award winning performance.
Yeah, it was almost like being there, right?
You know, if you hadn't shaved for like 5 weeks, you might have really been able to pull off the look.
I couldn't grow that much stubble if you gave me 5 years.
You can shove a pillow under your shirt too, and you can get the puffy look to go with it. God, I mean, talk about somebody who makes Oscar Madison look like Felix Unger. You know what I mean? I think that's the look they were going for, and they got Jack Klugman instead.
Oh gosh,
Jiminy Christmas. So, and then after that, then he keeps fighting this contempt of Congress. He keeps fighting it, and finally, he's got to go to prison. It doesn't even get to go to like the minimum security prison. He has to go to a low security prison because of his build the wall scheme that he's got going on. He couldn't even go to Club Fed. Yeah. He had to go to actual prison. There's walls and everything. Well, I guess, he wanted to build the wall, so they're going to show him what a good quality wall looks like.
Indeed. He'll be far more qualified to know what a wall should look like, right?
Oh, you're enjoying the party, not mine, pal. All yours. He's yours. Okay. So let's do a reading on Steve Bannon's current situation. How is Steve enjoying his accommodations? Why is he so eager to leave? And will the judge actually consider giving him, letting him out of detention a little early.
He's got free room and board, 3 squares a day.
3 hots in a cot.
Yeah. He's got it made, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you. He's probably forced to take a bath every once in a while, use soap.
Probably has to shave once in a while, too. I wonder if they give him razors or not. So, first of all, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, in case you've managed to go 5.5 minutes into this sarcasm fest and not fully realizing that it's actually hard-hitting reporting, acting, and some entertainment.
So if you like that kind of snark, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah,
if you like this cattail just waving in the background, give us a thumbs up for that too.
Can't quite reach it.
The kitty cat claw.
My frame is in the way.
Would you like to throw on Steve how much Steve is enjoying his current accommodations?
Yes, I'll start off. How's Steve Bannon? Again, entertainment purposes only. How's Steve Bannon enjoying his 5-star hotel here? Ooh, he's making friends.
Oh, Lord.
You got the 2 of Cups. He absolutely needs to get out. Trump is probably begging for him to get out or doing something along those lines. Either he thinks he's going to be successful in getting out. Actually, I really think is that he knows that the key to Trump winning is him getting out, or he'd like to think so. So he's doing everything he can to get out of there because he's seeing Trump's campaign floundering without him. In the past, 4 of Swords, that's the 4 months you got to spend in the cooler, Colonel Hogan. That'll teach you for trying to escape Stalag 13. Right. Current situation is, there's still guards at Stalag 13, and they're watching for you. He can't get out. He's exhausted all his avenues to get out of this prison sentence. Overarching energy is the
J.D. Vance card.
5 of Wands, the J.D. Vance card, which Michelle, I think, Mrs. Gary and myself, she said, this is the winner of the day. She heard J.D. Vance referred to as Hillbilly Vanilli. Oh, girl, you know it's true. Overarching energy. Steve Vance he's a chaos agent, and he's the type of person who can get people riled up and stir the pot because Trump needs a pot stirring. If you've seen his crowds at his rallies recently, they look like the Judgment Card. They look like brain dead zombies, absolutely bored out of their minds. Lesson to be learned is the 5 of Coins. He's al fresco, which is Italian for in the cool air. Now, a lot of people think of al fresco as dining outside. And other people say al fresco is driving with your convertible top down. But the actual euphemism for al fresco in the cool air means you're in jail or you're in prison in the cool air because you're in a dungeon somewhere. And that's kind of where he is right now. He's stuck. He's not going anywhere, no matter how much he wants to. And, his appeals to this judge and to the appeals courts have been going nowhere. And I think he is going to continue on a road to nowhere. Come on inside.
Mm-hmm. We're on the road to
nowhere. That's it. Good job.
Little talking heads there.
Yeah.
The 5 of Pentacles, it's ironic because he could have pleaded the 5th. I mean, if he just would have called, I could have helped him through that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you had things of value. All you had to do was share it, and you wouldn't be outside in the cold.
It's literally next time you're told to go report and testify in front of Congress. Oh, I don't know. Go. Yeah. You can plead the 5th. You're allowed. Sketchy as F, but you're allowed.
Exactly. So I guess I'll throw on how successful is this crafty political maneuvering that he's
doing. This Four of Cups moment for him here as he's trying to figure out ways to not have to serve the full sentence.
All right. Okay, if you like this nonsense, feel free to subscribe.
Yes, feel free to delete the video. Report to YouTube.
Okay.
And sign Gary up for cooking magazines.
So now you can make me bigger here.
Oh, I could.
Because everyone.
This could be red too, I suppose.
Okay, the foundation. Is he going to be successful? We've got the Emperor as the foundation of the readings. Really? You know, the Emperor is kind of more. It's kind of the husband of the Empress. In this case, it's very where the Empress has lots of emotions. This is definitely not an emotion card. This is you kind of did this to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And across with the Fool. Yes, you decided to go on this merry little adventure with your friends. Yeah, all you had to do was tell the truth and say what you had to say to the Jan 6 committee. You wouldn't be here.
Man, I'm getting Mike Brady and Greg Brady vibes out of this card. Well, Greg, you drove the car with a pack of cigarettes in your gym pocket, and my exact words.
Yeah, those you took my statement. Those were your exact words. All right. I'm going to go throw the football out in the backyard with Bob and Peter. Marsha. Okay, so underneath it, we have the Two of Swords. We have a decision to make, don't we? Well, yes. I have a decision to make with you, little fool.
Greg Brady should have testified in front of Congress.
Yes. Should we give you the full 4 months, or should we just give you 120 days?
Yes. That's a tough choice.
In the past, we're waiting for our ship to come in. This is this may very well be he's looking at the election. Trump gets into office. My ship is coming in once again, and I'm in jail or I'm in prison, and I'm not being able to help my boy.
I want to throw something out to you. There was a lot of accusations. This judge is a very conservative judge, and there were accusations that he kept delaying things and helping, delay this trial for Bannon's sake. And he just basically ran out of runway at that point. It's because the D.C. Court of Appeals basically said, time for this guy to start serving prison, and the judge really couldn't do anything else about it. Just throwing out there that could be another wrinkle in with that Three of Wands is, hey, I did what I could. Yeah, I delayed it for you just like you wanted, boss.
I tried to help you. Let's see.
You're shooting at a different film.
Current situation, High Priestess, the Joe Biden card. So divine feminine knowledge and wisdom, keeper of secrets. If you would have shared what you knew,
if you made better choices,
you might have stood a better chance on this. There could be some mystery behind what the current appeals court is thinking, but
he didn't want to share that information, did he?
Yeah, I sure did not. Overarching energy is the Queen of Cups. You got to keep a lid on those emotions. Right now, Trump's campaign is not in a good way. Bannon wants to be there, like Dave said. He wants to be there really, really bad.
Yep.
But the court needs to be kind of dispassionate. It's even if the judge is empathetic to him, he's got to keep his emotions in check. I don't know. So far, I'm not liking. These cards are kind of mysterious to me as far as what this appeals court is thinking. Lesson to be learned: the King of Cups. Got Joe Biden showed up twice in this. It's once again, cups are about emotions, and I'm wondering if we're looking at the appeals court, if they might be very passionate one way or the other about this appeal. and they're trying to be as balanced as they can about it. The outcome.
Mind you, I think this DC Court of Appeals is also the one that said presidents aren't kings.
Yes,
just throwing it out there.
Yeah, there you go. I'll let you jump in. The outcome is the Ace of Wands. A strong new message coming out. I like the outcome. I speak softly, but I carry a big stick. So I think
whack-a-mole.
I just think that because I might not be getting a great feel for these three cards, and I think you've got it. But what I'm getting on this is they are going to send a strong message. This is a very clear message that's coming out from this appeals court, which my gut is telling me is probably not, oh yeah, we're going to cut that sentence in half. We were, the big bad rabbit gave you too much of a sentence. And, it's so easy to blame the big bad rabbit.
They literally are going to say, hey, you had an opportunity to show up. You should have showed up, done your duty. You chose to not do it, and then you fought it. If you're going to take the benefits of not showing up, then you're going to take the consequences of it. And we're going to make sure you face the consequences of it. Yeah. Next case, please. Here's your gavel, ka-chunk.
Did you want to go around the horn on this, or is that pretty much your feeling?
That was it.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of sympathy for him. You played the fool. You're going to get treated like the fool, you idiot.
Yeah. It's the fact that, it's like dad told you to go to your room and you're grounded for 2 weeks, because you're going to bring mom and grandma and grandpa into it doesn't mean that your ground, the period of time that you're going to be grounded for is going to change.
It is.
You're just going to convince more people that you probably deserve 3 weeks of punishment instead of 2 weeks.
I think the letter of the law is pretty darn clear of what you were supposed to do. And what are you going to appeal? Did you show up? Did you get a subpoena? Yes. Did you show up? No. Yeah. Okay.
And then there's probably guidance that the judge has as to, okay, well, here's the crime that was committed and you were convicted of it. And here's the range of sentencing that I can assign.
Yeah.
Or that can be assigned to it. And,
and then you went to court.
Parameters. What are you going to do?
You got subpoenaed. You chose not to show up. They issued. They sent to the Justice Department about a contempt of Congress. They investigated it, brought it before a grand jury. They said, yeah, went to a jury trial. You lost. You appealed. There's the case law is pretty darn clear. What are you going to win on your appeal? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Go to prison. Enjoy your 4 months. Next case, please. Something's got to happen with the legal system to speed stuff up. Literally, stuff needs to happen to speed this up. This is ridiculous. Watching somebody commit a crime in front of everybody in 20. When did the January 2022?
Yeah.
By to the end of 2022.
Yes.
And it was obvious what he did, and it took like 2 years to get him into prison. Things need to move a little bit faster in this country.
Yeah. It's and to your point, my favorite president facing a lot of criminal charges and convictions and sentencings, and will he ever actually see the inside of the pokey?
Exactly.
He is he could give a master class on the art of delaying.
Weaponizing the judicial system for delay. The trick is you have to have enough money to do it.
Yeah.
An almost inexhaustible supply of cash.
Well, and the fact that, because he's a former president, everyone has to make sure all their I's are dotted, T's are crossed to the nth degree.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Best decision ever. Voting for that idiot.
Yeah, well, I can almost understand why people might have voted for him in 2016. I don't understand why they would have voted for him again in 2020. And I am absolutely appalled that anyone would consider this moron in 2024. And if you'd like to throw a comment that disagrees with my slightly biased point of view, you may certainly throw that comment, and I will probably just toss the comment out.
Yeah, because reasons, because we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still a registered Republican. I would love to see the GOP, sort of undo the last, 25 years of GOP-ness and, start making a hard course correction back towards the center. But more than 25 years?
Yeah, more than 25 years. I think you're going to want to go back about, I think you're going to want to go back about 70 years.
Oh, God.
I think you're going to want to push it back to Eisenhower.
We could just do it yeah.
Yeah, I think Eisenhower. I think you have to go back to Eisenhower.
Well, it's got to go back for me to start feeling.
You're trying to take it back to the 50s too. Do you want the 1950s with Eisenhower or the 1850s or actually 60s with Abraham?
1860s with Lincoln?
Yeah.
At least they had a better reputation in the 1860s.
Exactly.
All right, you got anything more?
No, I think we've ripped on Bannon enough. Steve Bone Crusher Bannon. He can, he can cool his heels in prison a little longer.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that he's not having a good time in there. Making him bathe and shave and read a book or something.
Probably dropping some weight. He's going to come out all svelte.
I know, right? Tattoos. All right. We'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful day, folks.
All right. Yeah. No more? Nothing about deleting their comments or anything along those lines? Fine. Take care, everyone. Have a good one.